Hey guys, Marion Blair here. This past week I got a letter from Ram. It's on the emissions recall VB6 or 67A. If you got that letter, then your truck is involved in this recall. The VB6, as far as I know, is just for the 2019. It may be 2019 and up, not sure. The 67A covers all the way from 2013 to 2019 trucks, all of them as far as I know. You probably got this letter here just recently. That recall has been around for a very long time, since at least January, I think, but this update just came out within the last week, so that's what I wanted to speak about, because it's got something very interesting in it to me, and I'll read it to you verbatim, and you can use your own judgment as to what they're saying here. So what they're doing is extending the warranty period for the trucks as an incentive to do this recall. So here's what the first paragraph of the letter says. This letter is to inform you that if your vehicle completes emission recall VB6 or 67A, FCA US LLC is extending the warranty period on certain emission control system components on your vehicle for the greater of 10 years from the date of initial sale or 120,000 miles on the odometer, whichever comes first, or 4 years or 48,000 miles from the date of the emissions recall completion, whichever comes first, but not to exceed December 31st, 2033 for an eligible vehicle that receives the recall after April 9, 2027. Well, I started investigating that because, first of all, the way they word this to me is just, for this simple-minded person, is very, it could have been done better. But what it looks like it's saying, now my truck's a 2014, it's been out of warranty for quite a while. What is it, 5 years, I think, on the emissions warranty? But what they're saying here, the way I interpret this, and I have it up on the screen also, is that they're giving you 4 years or 48,000 miles if you do the recall, if you have one of these 2013 to 2019 trucks. So after reading that, I decided to give Mopar, Chrysler, FCA, whoever they are, a call, and I talked to a representative there, and he said, yeah, that's right. What you're reading to me, I read it to him. He didn't have it in his hand, but he said, yeah, if what you're reading is what it says, then yes, you will get a 48,000 mile or 4-year warranty if you go in and have that recall 67A completed. And he gave me a case number and whatnot. Well, me being the anal person that I am, I decided to call the dealer and talk to him. And the first thing he asked me was, well, have you talked to Chrysler about it? And I said, yes, I have. And he said, well, let me investigate it. And I sent him the recall notice. I don't know if they had it or not, but I sent it to him, and I also sent him my case number. And he got back to me with a email, and I'll read you that email now. So I'm going to put this up on the screen also, but the gentleman that got back to me was Mr. Richard, or as you say up north, Richard, and he's a service manager locally here at the Ram dealership. So what he says is, Mr. Blair, I found a bulletin about the warranty extension, and it looks like you would get the 4-year and 48,000 mile extension from the date the recall is performed. I gave the information to my warranty administrator, and she is sent an email to confirm we are all understanding it correctly. There was a little typo there. I will let you know when I receive a response. So that's where we stand with that right now, which is both Mopar and the local dealership says, yeah, get the thing done and you get 48,000 miles or 4 years. So they really want us to do this recall pretty bad. And of course, this what we're talking about here is just the emissions equipment, which is just about everything in the exhaust train, all the way from the diesel, the DOC, the particulate filter, the catalytic converter, the ammonia oxidation catalyst, all of this stuff, NOx sensors, and the DPF. So the injector, it covers the injector, the controller, the storage tank, delivery lines, everything. So it would give you an additional 48,000 mile warranty. The question is, do we want to do it or do we not? Oh, I should say, do I want to do it or don't I want to do it? Now, one of the first things the initial lady that I spoke to said was, if your truck's deleted, they won't do the emissions tune recall. And of course not. Chunk this in the garbage if your truck's deleted, because it obviously pertains to the emissions equipment, which you won't have if it's deleted. Anyway, this is interesting. Once I get a reply from Mr. Richard, I will let you know what he says. It sounds like he's going to confirm that. It sounds, from what I read on this, it sounds like that's what they're doing. And, on another paragraph there, which you can pause this and blow it up, whatever you want to do, and read it. But it says, we are extending the warranty period on the emissions control system components listed below as a precautionary measure and as an incentive, note the word incentive, for completion of the emissions VB6 and 67A. So that's kind of what I draw from it, is they're saying, look, we really want you guys to do this, probably because the EPA is on Cummins over the fiasco with the emissions thing. We'll see how it works out. I don't know whether I'll do it or not. I'm tempted to do it, though, because these components are pretty expensive. And 4 more years would be nice to have on a truck 2014 that's long out of warranty. For example, the DEF pump is about a $2,500. If you have the deal to do it, it'll cost you about $2,500. If you have to change the DPF filter, and I should say the DP filter, but anyway, the diesel particulate filter. If you have to change that, it's going to run you about $5,000. It's not the end of the world, but it's a lot of money, and probably enough money to convince me to do this. I don't know yet. I'm snooping around, checking things, talking to people. It sounds to me like what they're doing is increasing the DEF pump output, so you're gonna use more DEF. That doesn't bother me because I don't use enough now, probably to worry about. But you high mileage guys, you'll probably look at that a different way. I don't want them increasing the EGR recirculation or any of that. That would bug me, and I would not want to do that. So that's why I'm trying to find out a little bit more information on it. But I think what I will do, if I decide to have it done just for information, is I've got the little Banks iDash that I can record my EGR output and all of these different parameters. So I think I will record, some tests before and after, and see if it actually increases the EGR or does it just increase the DEF, those sort of things. How does it affect, some of the NOx sensor, the NOx output? You've got two sensors that are looking at that, and in the one before the catalytic converter and one after, I believe. Now someone asked, well, can they make you do it? No, I don't think they can do anything more than just this little arm twisting with these incentives and stuff, unless they do go to emissions testing where you have to, test your exhaust to get your sticker, your safety inspection. That scam. But we'll see. Louisiana certainly doesn't do that, and I don't think most states do it. I think California may be doing it though. Anyway, that's it. I appreciate you guys watching, and until next time, adios.